Sorry to keep you waiting. Want to be a winner as you? Welcome to the Route to Victory Road, a podcast that chronicles our journeys through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise. I'm your host, Pokemon Professor Mackenzie, and I'm joined today, as always, by my wonderful partner and co-host, Cool Trainer Jaylee.
Cool Trainer.
Cool Trainer.
That's me. Hello, Mackenzie. Hello, Pokemaniacs.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a cool trainer today. You have to be... We're almost at Victory Road and almost through this game, so I guess you can be an ace trainer by this point. Although this episode, we're not talking about
Victory
the end
Road.
game because
No.
we haven't finished it yet. Surprise, surprise. It's very long and hard.
Last time we went through the second generation games, we had to take a break at this point. We did a little catch-up episode, and this time we are going to do something very similar, but we're not going to talk about the game much. Instead, we're going to talk about the franchise as a whole and assorted other things. It'll just be kind of like a random podcast.
We're making it up on the spot.
We're making it up on the spot. We have been playing a lot of Pokemon this last week, but
It's still not enough. I feel like I've been playing every day more than I have for the past probably month. And I feel like I'm getting closer, but I know what's waiting. So I don't feel like I'm ready. Most of my Pokemon I'm still under level 50, but I'm between 30 and 45-ish, which is, I don't think it's enough to take on the Elite Four. I'm at the gates, but I need to do a U-turn and go train a bunch more before we get there.
At the point of this recording, I have taken on the Elite Four multiple times.
Multiple
times.
Oh, no.
And I will tell you that, you're going to want to be in the 45 range.
Ugh, okay, fine.
For everyone.
I just want to be done with this game.
Yeah.
I feel we've played this game before.
Right.
I mean, I love the updates of Fire Red, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
There we go.
Whatever, Diamond, Platinum, whatever game this is.
Yes.
I love the updates of this one. The first time we ran through it, I didn't think I was as big of a fan.
No.
But I like the little things that they did change in it. It's still the same to me because we've already done it. And my team this time is not too far off from my team last time.
That's true. That is, yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's funny. I can't...
It's interesting.
I don't know. I can't shy away. I can't train new Pokemon. I am getting better, though. I did actually box my starter once during this game. So he's back. He's back on the team, doing great. But I'm growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My team, on the other hand, is completely different from my Elite Four team the first time.
That's perfect, because that's what we said we were going to do. I failed us.
And it's also different than what I expected going into this Nuzlocke challenge.
Oh, that's always fun. I mean, with the Nuzlocke challenge, you can't be too picky.
Right. But I thought that I would at least have Feraligatr.
Yeah, that is sad.
And I was hoping to have maybe Gengar, Crobat, and Golem at this time.
Yeah.
But
I thought I'd have a Wooper.
Yeah. They died in the first week. No, second week. Second week, I lost all my...
all the ones
all
you
those
thought you'd
Pokemon.
have. I was going to say something, but I forget now. Oh, no. I had a really good point to make.
My team actually this week that, we'll talk about this when we actually record the Elite Four section, but it's actually different than most of the weeks leading up to this week.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's mostly new Pokemon.
That's so good. I'm excited, though.
Yeah.
I thought I would have lost a lot more Pokemon. I don't want to jinx anything right now because I'm probably going to lose them all.
Right.
I'm scared to see what I walk out of this game with.
Yeah.
Like the final picture
Right.
of who's left on my team after the Elite Four. But I thought I would have lost a lot more Pokemon, especially with all the crits in this game.
Yeah.
I noticed this game is full of a lot more crits than any other so far.
It's because there's more moves that are high crit rate moves.
I feel like done to me, not that my team does, my team and their moves are just not fantastic. Getting better, though.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more next week.
We'll talk about that more next week. This week, do you want to talk about Game Corner?
Yeah, let's do a game corner. Mind you, we haven't played that much just because we're still moving in and settling, and theater and school for you and everything is taken over. But, I mean, we can talk about some games. Let's do it.
Yeah, I actually just finished my final today.
You did. Congrats.
Thanks.
You're a smart boy.
Yeah, we haven't been playing a lot like you mentioned. Yeah. I think mostly we've just been playing a little bit of Fallout 76.
And that's it.
And that's...
We haven't played Fortnite in a couple weeks.
No, mostly it's been Pokemon.
That's okay. I'm really getting sick of Fortnite. I don't like the season with the vehicles.
Yeah,
it was fun the first time that we played it with the group of us, but I feel like maybe just on my own or like me and you playing, I miss walking around and just shooting people and being stealthy and looting.
Maybe we'll play Lego more.
Maybe we'll play a bit more Lego, yeah, but I'm not in love with the vehicles. It was fun, but now I think I'm over it.
Right.
And when you get down to like being the last 5 or 4 people or teams at the end of each round, it's so annoying because you're just running each other over with trucks and trying to dodge trucks.
Right.
Yeah, it's not as fun. It was fun for like a day, but I'm waiting for the new season now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably get back on the Fortnite train when it changes more.
Fallout has a big update, you said, and your father has been bugging us to play, so we should jump in to that.
And see how that goes.
Yeah.
But in other news, we've been watching Psych.
Oh, yeah.
We're most of the way through season 4 now.
Which is really funny because we first started this just before moving in, like maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And we've binged 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I was skeptical at first. I didn't like the first couple of episodes, but after I think partway through season 2 or 3, I really, really got into it.
Yeah, we tried watching it
2 years ago.
I was going to say a long time ago, back when we lived in a different place.
Yeah.
We tried watching it and it didn't sink its hooks into you.
I could not get into it even this time around. Like it took until the end of season 2, I think it was, where I was like, okay, this is okay. And then mid season 3, I was like, whoa, can we watch Psych? Can we watch like 5 episodes tonight? Like,
yes.
And then I started just Googling and becoming a psycho and getting like really on the train of it. And now I'm like in love with it. Now I really, really like it. Now I'm like, I could put a Psych sticker on my water bottle. we could be a fan of this. Yeah, sure. It's cute.
And then you were even starting to point out the pineapples.
Oh yeah,
hidden in the episode.
I find pineapples everywhere now.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character? Or characters?
I really like Woody, the coroner that you've just met.
I'm not sold on him yet. I don't understand what's different about him. I've seen him twice.
He becomes like way more recurring character in the seasons to come.
Okay.
I think this was like the season that they were like dipping their toes into the water on him. And for like season 5 through 8, he's going to be like one of them. Like it's basically going to be like Jules Lasseter and Woody are like the ones that we like visit at the cop shop.
Is he like this heartwarming character? Because he seems like that right now. Or is he funny?
Kind of. He mostly he's like creepy and weird.
Oh, really?
Like he like lives in the morgue and stuff like that kind of stuff.
Weird.
Yeah, and he's very funny. Like he's one of my favorite characters. I like Woody. I like Mary Lightly.
Yes, who we met in 1 episode so far.
Another weird character.
I thought that character was going to be the villain of that one. I like picked him out as a villain right away, but I did like the twist in that Mr. Yin episode.
Mr. Yang.
Mr. Yang.
Yeah.
Yin Yang. Yeah, Mr. Yang. I really liked that.
with Mr. Yang, that one is called.
Yeah, I'm hoping more comes of that, which you said it does.
It does.
That's pretty exciting. That was a good episode. It was very dramatic.
Yeah.
I liked how they squeezed that in there.
End of this season, we're gonna see.
No
more.
way!
Yeah.
We're on season 4.
We're on season 4,
and we have 4 episodes left of season 4.
4 episodes left of season 4.
So we'll be finished this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm liking it. I mean, I like Sean, but I think Gus and Lasseter are my favorites right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even with how they've been treating Lasseter.
Lasseter, the last handful of episodes, he's been a little bit too much of an asshole. Usually he's like quip and funny and kind of has like the one-offs where he's like really stupid or just the butt of the joke.
Or dry. And,
yeah. And that stuck with me. Like the actor just playing the character like so perfectly. Mm-hmm. So I really like when he makes the joke and it doesn't land. That's like one of my favorite writings that they do in the show. So I really like him in that point. I like Sean, but I think Gus is really funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
I like Henry as well.
Sean's dad?
Sean's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate him.
You hate him?
Yeah, because I hate what he's, like, how he treated Sean as a kid. But when you watch it, it's necessary. And it's like, oh, okay, if he didn't raise Sean that way, then he wouldn't have grown up to be the way that he is now. And it's like, I love the little callbacks they do in the beginning of the episodes to Sean's early life. Yeah. And then they bring it out in the story of, like, what that evolved into.
Right. Another one of my favorite characters, and I think the most important favorite character in the show, is the same favorite character I have in Parks and Recreation, which is the friendship between Sean and Gus. Like all the little...
As a character?
Yeah.
Okay, cute.
Like it is a character, right? Of its own. Like their quips back and forth and just like the way that they communicate.
Their dynamic and chemistry is really cool, and it's fun to see it immediately. Even in the first season, it's there a little bit. To watch it evolve over the seasons, like these actors have played it as if they were best friends since they were 4.
Right.
They're doing a very good job of it. Like
I like it a lot. And I say it's the same thing in Parks and Rec because that's like one of the more interesting things in Parks and Recreation is there's 2 characters named Leslie and Anne. Leslie is like the main character and then Anne is
I have never seen Parks and Rec, but one of my favorite actors, Ben Schwartz, isn't it?
Yes,
so
he plays
I want to see it.
Ridiculous character.
You can't watch it on anything right now.
Not right now.
Come on, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix had it, but
back.
then they lost rights because I think like Hulu or someone has exclusive rights to it now, or Crave, or
I never
whatever.
used to be into these kind of shows. Like I never used to watch TV before I met you. I never watched TV. Now we're just like binging shows all the time. Like I've never seen Parks and Rec. I've never seen The Office. I've seen some episodes of Friends, but not most of them.
Right.
So, yay, TV world. It's all new to me. But
Parks
Psych
and Rec
is great.
Is way better than Friends. And a little better than The Office.
Okay.
The Office has some points, some moments.
I mean, I've seen the memes. Yeah. I know what Pivot is. Like, I've seen clips. I've
from
seen
Friends?
Yeah. I've seen lots, but
right.
Never the whole shows.
I like watching these or sharing these shows with you because they're shows that like when I first saw them, I was like, what's this all about? And like you, I wasn't sold on Psych in the first season, but by the second season, I was like this was when I fell into Psych, it was like right at the kind of the genesis of binge TV, right? Like this is when Breaking Bad was just being made.
Never seen it.
And like things like Scrubs and stuff like that were like still being made, and like I was watching Scrubs, I was watching Psych, I was watching a whole bunch of shows like that, and I was just like, the first season I wasn't sold on it at all. I was like, this is like, it's okay. It's Mentalist, but not as clever.
Yeah, it is. It's the Mentalist,
and that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is the Mentalist, but not as clever and way more childish.
A little more indie than Mentalist. Yeah. What year did Psych come out?
2004, I think it started.
Okay. I mean, like, watching through the first couple of seasons, there are some things on there that probably wouldn't fly as great today as it did.
Right. Like
in 2004.
There's a very light sprinkling of homophobia.
Oh, yeah.
But that was like super common back then.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying there's like...
Unfortunately.
It just wouldn't... I don't think it would get the same reaction today. The later seasons, maybe, they're being more conscious of that. And it's funny. Like...
Yeah.
It's a funny show.
It is. I really like it. It has flaws.
I will
have
flaws.
Be straight up with that. It has flaws. It has things that maybe are a little bit like, ooh, that's not as PC as it could have been.
Yeah. There's still episodes where I just like look away or I cringe and I can't watch.
Right. And some episodes are just written better than other episodes too, to be fair. Like it's not like season 3 started and it was just home run after home run after home run. It was like, okay, yeah, I can see the appeal of this show, and that's why I like to say that it's my favorite show overall. But
fair.
It's not like golden episodes
all the way through.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But like I really like the references that come even from like some of the bad episodes. Like you get stuff like don't be the crease in my arm right here, Gus, or whatever.
It's so random. Some of the things he says, and most of the pop culture references I don't understand because
and I don't either.
It's too old for us.
I was gonna say we were born in the 80s, but we were born at the tail end 89. Of the 80s. Yeah, so
we're old.
It's not. We weren't 11 in 89 like Sean and Gus were.
Pretty close though. I feel like we've been watching that mostly, and then an episode here and there of Delicious in Dungeon, and that's all going. That's on our TV right now.
Yeah. That's still going.
You're into that more than I am.
I just like anime, but it's also
it's cute.
It's cute, and I like it's ready.
It's just fluff. Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a cute little concept for a show, but it's not the best anime I've ever seen. And it's not even the best cooking anime I've ever seen, but it's just
it's cute. Yeah, it's nice,
and cool.
It's fun to watch.
And it's like D&D adjacent. It's not D&D like 100% through and through, but it's like that level of fantasy, D&D fantasy. So it's if you were a D&D player, it would be like a lot of the things would be quite familiar to you, is all I'm saying. Did you want to talk about Pokemon?
Yeah, let's switch gears and actually do what this podcast is meant to be.
So in the spirit of this podcast, of this episode of the podcast, I don't know why I'm even wording it like that.
Okay.
For this episode of the podcast, I had the idea of coming up with some questions to ask you about your journey thus far.
Through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise?
Through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise.
Putting me on the spot.
I guess that does mean that it is in the spirit of the podcast. I didn't misspeak the first time.
You didn't.
My brain was like going faster than, or my mouth was going faster than my brain.
Okay.
So my first question here is, how have your feelings about the franchise changed since we started our journey?
I absolutely hate it. I'm done with it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Oh.
My feelings before we started, I had this very small understanding of Pokemon. I had seen some of the anime. I have played half, maybe a quarter of the first game, and I was in love with the cutesy idea of the fun, bubbly, bright, cute animals on the screen. I had some plushies. I treated Pokemon like a little like Tamagotchi or like a Neopet.
Right.
Aging myself. But like something just fuzzy and cute that would follow you around in this little virtual world. And it was very appealing to me from a young age. I loved it, as did most kids, but knew nothing about it. My feelings now, oh my God. I had no idea how complex this whole world of Pokemon is, and how much math and science and nerdy shit that is beyond me went into all of it. I had no idea it was this big or this expensive of a franchise. I had no idea how much it was worth. No idea. I thought there was, like, I knew there was more than the 150 Pokemon, but not
This
over
many more?
1,000. No, I thought maybe like a couple hundred.
Yeah.
And I thought I knew them all. Like,
Right.
I thought I could see a Pokemon and be like, yeah, that's a Pokemon from this generation. I know its name is probably like Fluffington or something.
Fluffington.
Like something.
Of course, Fluffington from
Something
Generation
cute.
13, yeah.
Absolutely. No. There was no more than Generation 3. Like, in the back of my mind, I knew that there was like later generations, but if you would have asked me about it, no, I would have known nothing. I would have thought like Mewtwo was like the greatest thing I'd ever seen and that was the most powerful Pokemon, and
It's still up there.
it still is, but I never would have known anything. I had no idea about typings. I had no idea even how to battle. I would just throw my Pokemon out in games and be like, hey, you're cute, and then just button mash, which I did this entire first round of games that we played. That's all I did was button mash and just
Right.
catch them and get very frustrated when I couldn't catch them or when I would faint and die. Like,
Right.
so frustrated.
I remember at least the first 2 games, whiting out was quite common for you.
Yeah. Oh, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I'd never gotten frustrated. I never got frustrated with Pokemon before because I never played it properly. I would just catch the cute ones, not even care about the ugly ones. But I think I'm growing up a little bit now. Like, I'm realizing how to use moves and typing to my advantage. Not as much as you. I still learn so much from you every time we record or every time we play. Like, I have no idea. The puzzles and the maps. Mm-hmm. That was all new to me. Like, I never remembered, even in the first generation, how to get through a place.
Right.
No. The forest in the
Yeah.
very first game? No, I just walk around and get frustrated.
And then eventually get out.
Yeah. Honestly, looking back when I first played it, I don't think I made it through like the first like 3 towns. I
Right.
don't think I ever finished the game, which I thought I did, but playing them all through now, no. I think it would have been something that I would, oh yay, I caught a Pikachu, I'm done.
Right.
Because Pikachu was the greatest thing ever.
I caught this was my objective.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
all I wanted to do was just walk around and look at all the cute Pokemon, which is what I wanted to do when we first started recording this
Right.
a year ago. No, now I feel like
Almost
I have two.
Almost two.
No way.
September.
2 years of recording. No, it's not.
September.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, September will be 2 years.
Oh my. Wow, that's insane to me.
We have been so busy. I'm going to blow your mind right now. We have been so busy. We started these games that we're playing right now in January of this year. That's how busy we've been.
Isn't it crazy that it's almost July?
It's almost July.
It's mid-June right now.
Yeah. And we started in January.
But we have done so much this year.
I calculated back before we started Heart Gold Soul Silver, I calculated where we would be
Yeah.
when we finished Black and White 2. And
Oh, no.
now it's very wrong.
Okay.
We have 50 weeks to go.
Okay, but to be fair, I have one more week of theater. Like, my
Yes,
play finally
yeah.
opens. So after Sunday of next week, 1 week, like 9 days from now, I'm free. I have nothing. So we can put more effort and energy into this. I'm sorry, I've been so busy.
That's okay. Hey, we've both been busy.
Yeah.
Like I said, we started in January. We've been plugging away at this game for a long
I
time.
think I hate this game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's not as bad as the last game.
Diamond and Pearl?
Diamond and Pearl, I think, were my least favorite. Those are the ones I was annoyed and frustrated with the
Yeah.
most, I think.
Right.
Even more than Ruby.
Yeah. You liked Ruby.
Ruby was 2?
Ruby is 3.
Ruby's 3. Okay,
Ruby's
I
the
did
one
like
with the
3.
grout on the-
I hated 4.
You hated 4.
I hated it. I couldn't get through it. I didn't want to get through it.
Right. You hated 2 and 4 so far.
This one is more bearable. I do like it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, it's fun. But I am ready for something new. Like, I get so bored of these. They're so long.
Yeah.
I could not imagine. Every single time we start a game, what's my goal?
Catch Pokemon.
To finish the Pokedex.
Yeah.
Every time I make a goal, I'm never going to break it. No, I have 36 Pokemon in my Pokedex right now.
36.
That's it.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding you.
I have 76.
Yeah. I hate catching Pokemon.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm never going to finish a Pokedex.
Well,
hate it.
I wouldn't say never.
Boy, bye. Yeah, absolutely. I'm never going to finish one.
We'll see.
I can never make that a goal for myself.
We'll see.
We'll see. How have your feelings changed? I'm going to turn these all around on you. I mean, your feelings have to change a little bit just because it is different because you're playing with somebody and we're recording a podcast about it.
Yeah.
I know you've played these before, but you still have to have some kind of feelings and some differences.
It is interesting to go back and re-experience things from the beginning. I still really enjoyed Generations 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. It is reinforcing that Gen 4, Heart Gold, Soul Silver are my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, I really like this generation.
Why?
I like the sprite work of the Pokemon. I like that every Pokemon can follow you from all 4 generations.
Okay.
It's really cute. It's really cool. I like Pokathlon. Like, honestly, it's kind of neat. I like the abilities.
Never went there.
You still haven't done Pokathlon?
No, I'm not going to do a Pokathlon.
I had to do Pokathlon a lot this week.
I don't have time.
I don't remember if we brought this up last week or if I did that this week.
So.
No? Okay. So this week I had to do Pokathlon a lot because I needed to evolve my Scyther. Heart Scale and also the Metal Coat. The Metal Coat is like... So each Heart Scale is 1,000... of these Pokathlon points.
Oh my god.
The Metal Coat is 2,500.
Oof.
And when you're making like 300 to 500-ish points per time that you do one of these events,
yeah,
it takes quite a few times through the Pokathlon to make up those points. So I had to do quite a lot of Pokathlon this week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I like it. I like Pokathlon.
That's good.
I think it's fun.
Okay.
I wish there was more value for doing it, but like I wish your Pokemon got a little bit of experience or something.
Okay, that's fair.
Or maybe even like just got EVs, like effort values.
Oh, I was like, are we getting some EVs out of this? Okay, maybe I should go do this.
No, but if your Pokemon got effort values for doing the Pokathlon, it would be super worth it.
Yeah.
There's actually something in Generation 6 called Super Training, which is...
What?
It's sort of similar to, like, it's like a mini game that you play.
Okay.
But your Pokemon get EVs for doing it. So there's like such a good reason to do it. And it's kind of fun too. Like basically you're shooting balls into goals is what you're doing.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's complicated, but we'll get to it when we get to Generation 6. But it's called Hyper Training or Super Training.
Super Training.
Super Training in that one, Hyper Training in the next game. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, Lord.
But Super Training is... No, maybe it's always called Hyper Training. I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
It's fun, and it gives you a benefit, is all I'm saying. And I wish that this gave you more of a benefit other than just these points that you can purchase stuff with.
Gotcha.
But I also really like just the feelings of these games. Like the story is kind of weak. I agree that it's like...
It's just boring because we've already played it.
It's the dregs of Team Rocket where, like, I don't know. It's kind of...
Team Rocket.
Sorry?
Don't you bad talk Team Rocket.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's not like... It's not Team Rocket Prime. It's the remainder of Team Rocket who's like looking for the 8th gym leader, and they're like, oh man, we're gonna bring Team Rocket back and stuff like that. Or rather, they're denying that Team Rocket's gone, and
yeah.
And then they got kind of a cool idea to like force Pokemon to evolve by driving them mad with these radio signals or whatever. But
we've played it already.
We have played it already. I still like the story, though. Mm-hmm. And I also really like the aesthetic of the Johto region. Like, I like how it's, like, kind of classical Japanese, like, especially, like, Ecruteak.
It's pretty.
With its 2 towers and, like, the dance theater and everything like that with the kimono girls. Who, by the way, holy man, the kimono girls.
I think I hate them more than anything in the world. I can't name anything specific, but anything that I hate, I think I hate the kimono girls even more.
They were so much tougher in this game than they were in Generation 2.
Yeah. We'll get there next week.
We'll get there next week. But I would say that it gave me it like opened my eyes to exactly why I appreciate these games so much, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, It made me reappreciate Generation 1 and 2. I re-experienced Generation 3 for the first time since I first played it. So that's interesting too. Because like I played it in high school and that was the first and only time I played it. I still haven't played Emerald, but maybe one day.
Maybe one day. You have to get through Scarlet and Violet first.
Yeah.
Then we'll go back.
Right, and play the third versions. And Generation 4, Diamond and Pearl, still my least favorite.
Ugh.
In fact, I'm pretty sure this cemented them as like even leaster favorite
It was
than they
so
were.
bad.
I was having like a little bit of nostalgia for them when we like rolled into it. I was like, oh right, Bidoof, this is so fun. And who did I start with? Grodel?
You don't even remember. I don't remember either.
Turtwig? I think I took Turtwig, right?
I had the water.
Turtle? Yeah. I had Turtwig because it was a turtle. I remember. Yeah. So when I first like started the game, I was like, oh yeah, like these games are cute. Like I like these games. This is fine. But the more we played it, the more I was like, oh my God, like the pace of this game.
Never ending.
How did they mess it up so bad? This is their fourth game. It would make sense if it was their first one and they messed up the time, or like the pacing.
I'm so glad it's over.
Fourth one, and they did so poorly on it. I hear that Platinum is amazing, but I've never played Platinum.
We'll get there.
Yeah, well, one day. One day we'll play Platinum, maybe. But for now, we're enjoying Heart Gold, Soul Silver. At least I am. Mm-hmm. And so that's, like, I guess it's not really my feelings changing about the franchise, but it really just kind of cemented where these ones were on my list of top Pokemon games, essentially.
Okay.
My next question for you are, who are your top 5 and bottom 5 Pokemon out of the Pokemon we've encountered, at the very least the Pokemon you're familiar with?
Okay. Oh, this is going to be tough. Because I can't say my favorite Pokemon because I haven't had a chance really to use Eevee.
No, but you're familiar with it.
Familiar. I mean,
you can still include it.
Okay, I love Eevee and Sylveon because of the look and the cuteness of them and their little quirks.
Right.
So those are my favorite Pokemon just of all time, but I don't want to include them in this list. I want to do this list of Pokemon that I've either used or met in the game. In no particular order. Who do I always use and love? So Miltank. These are going to be my tanks.
Okay.
Miltank. Alakazam was surprisingly one of my favorites. Like, I never was a fan of Alakazam. It was like... Right.
You used it in Fire Red.
Yeah, I might be using it now, too.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, you used it in Ruby as well, didn't you?
Ruby.
You had Jafar.
Jafar, yeah, it was my first Alakazam. I love my Wooper in the last game. In the Quagsire, and then what does it evolve into?
Wooper evolves into Quagsire.
And then...
That's it.
Quagsire's the end?
Quagsire's the end.
I think I asked this like a year ago as well. I loved that Pokemon.
Whoppers, right? That was...
Whoppers, yeah, from the candy
Whoppers,
era.
the Wooper, yeah.
I loved that Pokemon. It was strong and cute. Quagsire a little less so cute.
He's got a goofy little grin. He's cute.
Yeah. I was a sucker for the legendaries, but I can't include them on this list either because that's cheating apparently.
But you can include whoever you like.
Who else did I love? It's so weird because all of the Pokemon that I grew up loving, like Vulpix and Jigglypuff, I never really I used a Vulpix briefly, but I never used the ones that I grew up loving in the games. Let me see.
Pikachu.
I used Pikachu. I had Sparky. Twitch was my Pikachu.
In Ruby,
yeah. I loved my Pikachu. I had a Scyther. Oh my gosh, I feel like we've been doing this for 2 years.
In Fire
Red.
Red.
Been a while. I did love my Scyther.
In Fire Red.
Yeah, and then I did love the bird, the legendary.
Ho-Oh?
Was it Ho-Oh that I used? Yeah. Just because it was so easy. Yeah, and he was like level 1,000,000.
Yeah, what was...
70.
You know, but what was Ho-Oh's name?
I don't know. I kept just calling it Firebird because I could never remember the name.
I think that you've been liking Gyarados.
I love Gyarados.
Yeah.
Gyarados took a while to kind of train up, but Gyarados is very strong.
Yeah.
And this isn't the first time that I've used a Gyarados, so... I would say those are my top, however many I named, probably like 6 or 7.
What about the bottom?
Oh, okay, here we go, bottom. I can't even say Tentacool, cruel, because I haven't used one, because I never caught one. I just think it's disgusting.
You've encountered it, though.
Yes, of course. It's disgusting because the joke between you and I think it's gross, so.
I'm going to, sorry,
me see.
Which Pokemon is that? Just say it nice and clear.
No, I don't want to say it now.
Why?
Because you're going to edit something really dumb together.
I'm not going to. I just might make them the top 5.
Tentacool, cruel.
Thank
Whatever. You're welcome. I remember not liking the elephant one. Pamphy?
You don't like Fampi?
I did, because it was cute. But I remember using it. I grew it up and evolved it, but then I just stopped using it.
Lafant.
Yeah.
That's what I named it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you evolved it into a Dawn fan, and
I
you
did,
stopped
and then
using
I stopped using it.
Oh.
I don't know. He probably wouldn't be on my like least favorite list, but he's one of the ones that I remember. Who did I hate? There were a couple that I caught and were really excited about, and then they just turned out to be not good.
Right.
I don't remember though. Numel? I loved the idea of Numel, but once it evolved, I hated it.
Camerupt, yeah.
I hate the evolutions.
Yeah.
I hate grown-ups.
Right.
I love the little babies. Who did I hate?
You hated a few Pokemon.
I hate Tentacool.
You didn't like Chikorita at the beginning of this game.
No, I hated Chikorita, but now that it's grown up,
It's fine.
Bayleaf was still terrible too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that it's a Meganium, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know a little too. You know a little something.
Right.
Yeah, he's strong. I like him.
Yeah.
Spinarak was boring.
Yeah, you didn't
I
care
hated
he
that
died.
one.
He didn't care that he died.
No, not at all. Oh gosh. Bellsprout too. I never got a chance to
MGK.
evolve. Oh, good memory. I never got a chance to evolve my Bellsprout. Hated it. It died.
Yeah.
Does this count because of the Nuzlocke? I can't really.
Spears?
Yes, I can't really hate them because they died.
Right.
Oh, I really ended up liking Pidgeotto and Pidgeot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really, really, really strong. I really liked them. But we're done with that list. We're thinking of the other list. Oh, any of the bugs. I hate the bugs, the Caterpie and the Metapod, because they're stupid and they just sit there. String Shot does nothing. Grow up.
Eventually, it's okay. No. Like it lowers speed by 2 stages instead of just 1. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like that's still not great.
Like,
but
I
it's
hate
better.
those things more than Magikarp.
Poor Magikarp.
Magikarp's like a little cutie, a little dumb cutie.
I'm trying to think of who else like you had and you kept trying to use, but you ended up not using. I know Maleficent, your Whismer, you tucked back away.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing.
Yeah, you evolved it into a Loudred. And
yeah.
like,
Oh God, no.
Like, I hate this.
Put that. Yeah, that's like, ew, that's gross.
Yeah, didn't even make it to Exploud.
It was nasty.
Exploud is so strong.
It's so gross.
But you could.
I did not want to look at its face.
You couldn't bear it. Yeah. Well, technically, you're looking at its butt because it's on your side.
Ugh, but it's ugly.
Fair enough. Oogie Boogie, your Aeron that turned into a Lairon, you also boxed.
I remember liking it at the beginning. Yeah. I just had a lot of hope for it, but it wasn't great.
No,
I wanted it to be a tank.
Yeah.
I'm really liking Tauros.
Right.
He's in a box right now.
Okay.
It's a little bit redundant.
He's also not a tank.
No, and I thought he was.
No, he's the offensive. Miltank's the defensive.
Miltank's great. I feel like that's a list. I don't.
Yeah, that's fine.
I cannot make a summary of it, but those are some that I like and some that I don't like so far.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay! Did you want to turn it back around, or am I going to move on?
Yeah, no. Give me some lists.
Okay.
Who do you love? Who do you hate?
I will limit it to just the Pokemon that we've encountered.
Okay, deal.
Because obviously...
Yeah, you have a million.
Yeah, I could pick from the 1,000. Mm-hmm. But, so Milotic, obviously, number 1 with a bullet. It's just, that's the coolest, and it's so strong.
Yeah.
I liked Merman.
Merman.
In Generation 3. I also like Lucario.
Lucario is the best.
Yeah,
I love Lucario.
I didn't use it.
I did.
In Generation 4. Did I? Wait, did I?
Did you have a Lucario?
I know you did.
I
you
did.
liked it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I want to change my list.
Matt, I can't remember. Did I use Lucario? No, I wouldn't have because he wasn't a thing. He wasn't a weird thing.
Oh, right. You had the abnormal stuff.
I was abnormal. So no, I didn't use Lucario, but I like Lucario. I like Lucario a lot. I still like Raikou. Raikou's dope.
Raikou,
the like saber-toothed tiger that keeps running into you.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
What have I been calling it?
Raikou,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
That's it. He's cool. I know nothing about it though. Like I haven't really
He's just
seen
one
it
of the
attack.
legendary dogs.
He's neat looking.
Yeah. I like Raikou a lot. He's one of my favorite. He always has been since Generation 2 came out.
Cool.
So it makes sense that he still is. I really like Gardevoir. Like Gardevoir was just so helpful through all of Generation 3.
Weird.
I wanted to do a Gallade in Generation 4, but I couldn't find a Ralts. It would have been fun to run, though. Because
Was that the one that I was supposed to catch for you? And then I never did? Because I think it was mine exclusive.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember. But yeah, so Ralts has a separate evolution in Generation 4 called Gallade, where if it's a male Ralts, you can give it a Dawn Stone instead of evolving in at level 37 or whatever it evolves at. And if you give it a Dawn Stone when it's a Kirlia, it will evolve into Gallade, and Gallade is a psychic fighting type.
Oh, cool.
As opposed to straight psychic. And Gallade is just as strong as Gardevoir was, but in attack rather than in a special attack.
Neat.
So that's awesome. I also really like Sneasel.
You like Sneasel?
I like Sneasel. Yeah. It's not very useful, or it wasn't very useful in the first 3 generations, but now it's useful because its attack can actually be used.
Oh, okay.
So it's an ice and dark type. Mm-hmm. Do you remember Sneasel?
I remember like Sneasel from when you were playing Legends Arceus.
Right.
That's the only way I remember Sneasel. Actually, I did just one-shot one in the game that we're playing right now. So
right.
That's all I know about Sneasel.
So I like Sneasel a lot. It's dark and ice type. In Generation 2, ice and dark were both special type.
Right.
But Sneasel had like a base stat in special attack of like 25 or something pathetic like that. But its attack was always impressive, but it couldn't use it except on things like slash and stuff like that. Like feint attack, for example, is a dark type move that is a physical attacking move. So anyway, it's useful now, and it has an evolution called Weavile. And Weavile is very strong. Like very strong and very fast.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And like you were saying, in Legends Arceus has an even newer form called Sneasler.
Yeah.
Which
Gross.
I can't even remember. It's poison something. I can't remember. Poison ice or poison dark or something like that. I can't remember what it is. But bottom 5.
Mm-hmm. Tentacle.
No, definitely not. Tentacle is the top of the top list.
Is not.
Bottom 5, I would say Pachirisu.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
I thought I could use one, just being cheeky. I know that it's useful in double battles.
Right.
But holy crap, was it impossible to use. It was so weak. I have no idea why they made a Pokemon so weak.
I remember that, yeah. It was terrible.
So the thing is about it is that it's got decent defense and decent special defense and amazing speed, but no attack and no HP. So its defenses are useless because it just dies anyway.
Weird.
Yeah, I was like, what is the point of this? Anyway, whatever.
What is your purpose?
Yeah, what is your purpose exactly? So Pachirisu is on my bottom 5. And then other things like Generation 2 Sneasel.
Yeah, okay.
That's useless. Vibrava. I love Flygon.
What is that?
Vibrava is Trapinch's evolution.
Oh, right. Okay. I was in love with Trapinch, and then
Yeah.
Once I realized it wasn't a dragon.
Dinosaur.
Or a dinosaur, I was over it.
Yeah. Vibrava, I like Flagon a lot. I like Trapinch a lot, but Vibrava is worthless. Holy crap. After having to train one up in Generation 3, I was like, man, I never want to do this again. Holy crap, what a
That's
waste
fair.
of time.
I feel that way about a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, so Pachirisu and Vibrava, for the same reasons, are on that list for me. I think there's quite a few Pokemon that I've had on this journey so far that are in that same boat. Like, I put a lot of effort into them, and they turned out to be like duds.
Worthless, absolutely.
Yeah. And all of them are on my on my bottom 5.
Yeah. Just make them all on the list.
Yeah, I'll have to try and remember what they are. Pachirisu, Vibrava for sure, and then things like I'm trying to remember all the way back to Generation 1, but it's hard.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, my book's not even in here. I can't double check. Just
all of your starters, because you boxed them all.
No, that was mostly just a joke.
Sure.
You know what? To be honest, though, like Charizard wouldn't make my bottom 5, but I do think
Careful.
that he is
You're
that
many people mad.
He in quotations. I guess Charizard can be female if you roll that die, but Charizard shouldn't be as popular as it is, in my opinion. Okay. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's overblown. Blaziken is better than Charizard. Infernape is better than Charizard. Charizard is fine. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not as good as people say it is. And Game Freak keeps proving that by having to give Charizard every new toy that they invent.
Do.
They're like,
I think maybe it's because Charmander is like probably one of the world's favorite starters.
That's the truth. And it's an unfortunate truth because like, what's wrong with Squirtle and Bulbasaur? They're both
nothing.
Great.
They're
exactly.
just not
Nothing's wrong with them.
dinosaurs.
But everyone's like,
people love dinosaurs. Okay,
Charmander's best. It's like, no, he's not. He's not even. Anyway,
I know he's not the strongest, but he's a dinosaur.
Yeah, exactly. He's not.
Bitches love dinosaurs.
Well, he's a lizard.
He's a dinosaur.
The only true
Where
dinosaur
do
is
lizards come from?
Bulbasaur.
Dinosaur. Bulbasaur's not a dinosaur.
Bulbasaur. Dinosaur.
Bulbasaur is not a dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No.
You're right. He's a frog.
He's a plant little bitch.
They're a frog, a turtle, and a lizard. You're right. That's interesting.
He's a plant turtle.
Anyway.
And Squirtle's a turtle.
Anyway.
Wait, did you say Bulbasaur's a frog?
Yeah.
He's not a frog.
What is he then?
What are you saying? I just told you what he was. He's a plant turtle.
He's not a turtle. He's a frog. He sits like this.
He's got a plant shell.
It's not a shell. It's a plant that's growing on his bum.
Well, he's not a dinosaur, no matter how hard he tries. I'm sorry. Anyway, what else is on your list, or is that your list?
Yeah, that's more or less my list. But
nice.
See, frog.
This doesn't look like a frog.
He looks like a big toad.
Gross.
You telling me that doesn't look like this guy?
Yeah, nobody's favorite. Venusaur is nobody's favorite. No.
I like Venusaur.
Not your favorite, though. Let's go.
No, you're right. He's not my favorite. But I usually like the grass starters the most. Not in Gen 2.
You use a lot of water, though, so you love water.
I do like water. You're right. Tentacruel.
Okay, moving on.
Milotic is water.
Moving on.
And is my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
My next question to you.
Okie dokie.
What have been your favorite mechanics in the games that we've come across?
Ooh, okay, mechanics. You mentioned this earlier, but I love in this generation how all the Pokemon can follow you. Yeah. I especially love how you can turn around and interact with them.
Yeah.
so cute. I took my Alakazam to the ice path to train this week, and I turned around and I talked to him, and he like jumped up and down, and this big smiley face came over his head.
Yeah.
And it said, "Oh, Alakazam is surprised to be on ice." And I just like got this little picture of my mind of this stupid little Alakazam, just like stupid happy skating around. And I was like, this is cute.
Right.
So I love that mechanic. I mean, I haven't been to any of the contests, but I probably would like them. Anything that's cute. I like how the people move, how they bump into things, and how they dance more than they did in the first generation.
Right. You like the sprite work, the animations and stuff like that?
I love being able to speed up. So I love the running shoes and the bike. Anything that gets me where I need to be faster.
Right.
Yeah. I liked the bike in that one generation, how you could either like go on the mock bike and get really speedy and then go on the jumpy bike and jump across the rocks. That was interesting.
Gen 3. Yeah.
I like the pictures in this one better. The little animations that come when you enter an area, especially going up to the bell tower and going to catch the bird. I really, really liked that. The little in-betweens. And when you enter like the forest or some different kind of scenery, how the little photo pops up. Yeah. It's really pretty. It's cute.
Like the there's like Pokemon hidden in the photo and stuff like that?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
It's cute. I do like that as well. It was Fire Red Leaf Green that started that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's really cute. I like that. Might actually be an Emerald. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's cute, and I like it too. What have your least favorite mechanics been?
How often you run into Pokemon.
Right.
Like in the water and the grass. Like, I get it. That's the whole point of the game, is to catch Pokemon. But I hate how often it happens, especially in the caves.
There is a better way to do it, though.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you have... What's the item?
Cleanse Tag?
No.
Oh. Repel?
Yeah, even if you have a Repel on, it doesn't work 100%. Like,
so Repel will only work if your Pokemon who's in the front of your party is higher level than the Pokemon in the wild.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me, though, because I put my weak-ass bitches out front to train them.
Right.
And all my Pokemon are weak-ass bitches.
So that's why Repel wouldn't work. Cleanse Tag would also help, but
Isn't that just for ghosts?
No.
Oh.
You're thinking Spell Tag. Spell Tag is for ghosts. Cleanse Tag will just reduce the amount of wild encounters that you run into.
Okay.
But it's just reducing it. It's not eliminating it like a Repel does.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm also really sick of the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sick of how many people ask me for my number. I'm sick of how many people call me. I'm sick of how many times my mother goes and buys me revives in a Nuzlocke game.
But you can sell those.
I can. I have been.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing too.
But
revives.
Yeah, like Mom keeping my money. I don't know if I'm in love with that. I like that she buys me good stuff sometimes, but for the most part, she's been buying me like useless things.
I was thinking about turning it off because I was like, man, I need
money.
I need more scratch, right? Until she bought me Choice Scarf.
Oh, right.
And I was like, oh, shit, right. Actually, this is like the only way to get some of these useful items like Amulet Coin, which both of our mothers bought us just recently.
Yeah.
And so that's very useful. Also, my mom bought me a Focus Sash as well. I think you also got a Focus Sash.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. So what Focus Sash does is it makes it so your Pokemon can't get one hit KO'd. It'll always stay alive with 1 HP as long as it started with full HP
that
when it got hit.
That helps in a Nuzlocke for sure.
Yeah. It is very helpful. I was like, oh, well, I need all these useful items, so I decided to leave it on. Yeah. My favorite mechanics have been pretty much everything that you were saying. I really like Quick Balls. I really like Pokemon following us. I like being able to interact with them. I really like Pokathlon, like I was saying earlier. I like the Super Contests, even though we didn't really have time to play them.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I'll at least spend some time on them when we go to the Gen 3 remakes in next year.
Yeah, next year, yeah.
Well, I mean...
Oh, no.
We have 50 weeks of Pokemon Black and White to look
because I
forward
need to change.
Yeah, by the end of Black and White 2, I think you'll be like, oh my gosh, am I ready for a different Pokemon game? Because unfortunately, we do not go to a different region between Black and White and Black and White 2.
Maybe we can nix Black and White 2.
It's a completely different story.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's in the same region. It's just a different story. It's 2 years in the future of Black and White.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun and cool. I feel like we're going to be tired of Unova.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, and my least favorite mechanics are things like random encounters. It was fun in the 90s and early 2000s.
There's so many of them, though.
It's tiring now.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, especially now that we have games like Sword and Shield and we have games like Legends Arceus where random encounters aren't really a thing anymore. Like, they're sort of a thing in Sword and Shield, but they're not a thing.
You can kind of pick, though. Yeah.
You can pick, yeah. And it's also really easy to avoid random encounters because, like, when you're running through grass,
you see them.
Yeah, you'll see where the random encounter is going to start, and you can just be like, oh, no, fuck that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Legends Arceus, you can't get in a random encounter because every Pokemon you can see, there isn't a hidden Pokemon.
I hate grinding.
Well, except in trees, I guess. Trees, anyway, it doesn't matter. And in rocks, but anyway.
I wish there was something that you could take your Pokemon to and train them up and just like play with them, that they get experience and do other things other than just battling.
You're going to love Generation 7.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Generation 7 introduces one of the best mechanics in any Pokemon game ever. It's called Pokepelago, and I wish that they kept it in future games, but they unfortunately only kept it for Generation 7, and that's it.
Okay.
And it sucks because Pokepelago is like the best mechanic they've ever come up with.
Yeah.
That and also something in Generation 6, in the Generation 3 remakes, actually, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they have on one of on the touch screen, you can actually see what is on a route, and if you've caught everything, or if you've seen everything, if you've caught everything, that's so helpful.
That sounds very helpful. Yep, that would be great.
Right? So it's like, hey, like it's just like a little ribbon or something like that, and it'll be like, hey, you've seen everything on this route, and then you get like a crown when you've caught everything on the route, and it's like, that's so awesome.
That's nice. Yeah.
Why didn't they keep that?
That's helpful.
It's only in one game. It's not even in the whole generation. It's not both games in Generation 6. It's just Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and
Weird.
that's it. And then they dropped it.
Weird.
And it's like, that's so stupid, you guys. It was such a good mechanic. Everybody liked it. Anyway. But then they did the same thing with Pokepelago. Everyone liked well, I can't say that. I don't know. I didn't talk to everyone in the entire world.
They dropped it for a reason, though.
Lots of people liked Pokepelago. Like, most fans have complained that Pokepelago's gone. But anyway, whatever.
Oh.
Pokepelago was fun.
Oh, I will find out soon.
We'll get there in a year and a half or 2 years or whatever. But the ones that we've encountered so far, least favorite, random encounters, I'm tired of it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm tired of the weird gating that they do, where it's like, you can't go this way because you don't have strength on your Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Like, you don't like being sheltered in one area because you have to go do something else. You want like...
Well, that is fine, but once I unlock strength, I should be able to go that path whether my Pokemon know it or not.
True, yeah, okay.
And Generation 7 later, that's not a problem.
Okay, good.
That's when they get rid of all that bullshit, but unfortunately, up till then, we're going to have to deal with HMs. And HMs are bullshit and have always been bullshit.
Oh, no.
Even as a kid, I was like, God, this is so fucking annoying. I have to waste
the Pokemon. Exactly. Yeah.
Or 2.
Yeah.
In Generation 2 and 3's case, you have to waste 2 Pokemon on stupid HMs that are not even all that good. Surf is fine.
Surf is great. Surf is saving my life.
But they could make HMs good, right? Like Surf is Surf, but you could make Cut like
better.
The bug version of Surf or Waterfall, and you can make Strength the fighting version of it. Like, like it's not.
They should be better.
Hard to make these moves better.
It would make them more desirable, and then you wouldn't have to waste a Pokemon on all these moves.
Right, and then it doesn't feel bad that you have to train the Pokemon to have these moves. But whatever.
Agreed.
So HMs, no bueno. Random encounters, no bueno. And then also catch rates. Catch rates are ridiculous.
They've been very bad this game.
Yeah. And
I cannot catch anything.
I tried catching my legendary 8 times.
You didn't just use a Master Ball?
I got fed up and just used the Master Ball.
I used it the first second I saw it. I'm like, I've been here before. This is not my first rodeo.
Well, I know that we have to also, like at the end of the game, we have to catch the opposite legendary. Like I'm going to have to catch Ho-Oh and you'll have to catch, well, you don't have to, but you get the opportunity to catch Ho-Oh, or I get the opportunity to catch Ho-Oh. You get the opportunity to catch Lugia. But there'll be level 70 rather than level 45. So that's why I was like, I'll just catch Lugia in an Ultra Ball.
Not worth it. Pokemon Home isn't a thing anymore. Pokemon Bank or whatever it's called.
Well, it's not closed down yet, but maybe in the future it will be.
I have one in the last game, so we're fine.
That's true. But we'd still have to transport it.
Oh, well.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Which game... I guess we kind of covered this already. Which game have you liked the most out of the ones that we've played?
Ruby?
Yeah.
I think Ruby was my favorite. Just because it was the first time that I seen a different story.
Okay.
And different Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then I had no idea what I was getting into. The first game, yeah, I knew.
And the second game you did not have fun with.
No, I hated the second game. Take it away. Like, ban it. Make it illegal.
I think it was just because it was so slow and it wasn't different enough from Generation 1.
And we know that these games are your favorite.
These ones are my favorite.
Yeah.
Did you have a least favorite game so far? Probably Generation 4.
Yeah. Number 4.
Yeah.
The worst.
Pearl and Platinum suck.
Yeah.
Well, okay. They are still Pokemon games, so they're still fun to an extent. But
I never want to play it again.
If I were given the choice of which Pokemon game to play, it would not be
exactly.
Pearl. Is there anything in the future of this franchise you might know about that you are looking forward to?
I want the Evolutions.
Right. So Gen 6.
I want to catch the Evolutions.
Right. Gen 8.
Damn it.
You get an EV
I've
in
watched
Gen 6,
you play Arceus.
Yeah.
And I like the gameplay. I love an open world. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm looking forward to that. I know that's far in the future, but the more open world. Other than that, I have no idea what we're running into for the next 3 generations. No idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what they look like. I don't know what they're called. So it'll actually be pretty interesting because I have no idea. I don't know the Pokemon. I don't know anything.
Most excited to show you Gen 7.
Let's just skip to that.
There's so much to experience first.
That's not necessarily a good thing, but
that's true.
There's so much to experience.
That's true, but
okay.
I feel like you'll have much more appreciation for Generation 7 if we experience all the generations.
All the shitty ones. Okay.
I mean, Gen 5 is good. I really like Gen 5.
Do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like Gen 5. Gen 6 is pretty cool. Like the Gen 3 remakes and Gen 6, they are some of my favorites out of all Pokemon.
But this one is your favorite and it's not great.
It's just, what?
I'm just kidding.
There's so much.
It's fine.
Fine, you don't like the story. That makes sense because we've already
I'm just bored of
it.
No, I think I hit a threshold where I'm 2 or 3 months into a game and I'm just done. I get so bored of it. So I think I need to just keep going and fast track things and just play more and get it done with faster. I have a short attention span. Yeah,
Gen 5 is cool. Gen 6 is all right. It's pretty fine. But Gen 7 is I really like Gen 7.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Gen 7 is I'm not going to say it's my favorite because obviously these ones are my favorite, but it is the most fun, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah. And then Gen 8's cool.
I'm excited.
I know a lot of people complain about Gen 8, how it's quote unquote too hand-holdy and yada, yada, yada. But I like Gen 8.
All Pokemon games are hand-holdy.
Yeah, Gen 8 is because it was the first one on the Switch, technically, other than Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. But Gen 8 was good times. I liked Gen 8. I didn't not enjoy my time with Gen 8. Gen 9, I have no idea. I haven't played it. I hear lots of terrible things.
I know, me too.
But I'm sure that we'll still find fun to be had.
Exactly.
I have one more question to ask you.
Okay.
If you could add something to these games, what would it be?
A chance to be Team Rocket.
Yeah?
You're always stuck as the good guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to, like, mess up Pokemon or anything or, like, hurt them, but I want to be Team Rocket.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish that I had... I guess we have a Wii.
We talked about that mod at one time, too.
Yeah, we did talk about Rocket Edition, but there's also a game called Pokemon Coliseum where you're part of a team called Team Snag'em.
Gross.
And so you were going around liberating people of their Pokemon.
Oh my god.
And I think you might have fun with that game.
That sounds funny.
Yeah.
I think I would add more, I don't know, some kind of different level of friendship with your starter Pokemon. Something where you can, like, I know we could put them in the contest and stuff, but, like, I don't know. I want to build my Pokemon, like, a little house and stuff.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dress them up. And...
Pokepelago is kind of like that.
Okay, well, I need to play this thing.
Yeah. We'll get to it.
Yeah, and I think just an open world. I really, really want an open world with Pokemon, and I think a lot of people have wanted that.
Yeah. Generation 9 was sort of that.
Sort of.
It's an open world game, anyway.
Yeah. What would you add?
Multiplayer. True multiplayer.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that's great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we would have so much more fun with that.
Yeah. I do like your idea about a crafting system in
like
Pokemon.
Pal World.
Kind of like Pal World. It would be cute to like make like a little Poke house.
Or like make a Pokemon Tycoon. Like make your own Pokemon map and world. That would be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would add the ability to catch every Pokemon. Because once Pokemon Bank closes, there will be Pokemon who are no longer available.
Yeah, that's going to be sad.
Yeah. Probably not forever, but still it's like wild to think about that it's just like, well, you just can't have Toucannon anymore.
Right.
And it's like, oh, okay, I guess that was my name's Timmy. Toucannon was my favorite Pokemon of all time, and now I just can't have him. Cool. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what the future of Pokemon holds. I hope that bank doesn't close for a long, long, long time, but we will see. I really wanted to get our Pokemon from our podcast playthroughs.
Right.
Obviously, we can't get the Generation 3 Pokemon off because those are on emulators.
Cheated.
But I was hoping to get all the other Pokemon off of the games that they were on and into bank, and then from bank into home, so that we could have them for maybe future games that we play. I don't know. Like maybe we get to the end. By the time we get to the end of Pokemon, maybe we'll be on Generation 10. But we play Generation 10, and then at the very end, they're like releasing the DLC for Generation 10, and we just migrate our entire back catalog of Pokemon into there, and we just have like our entire rogues gallery of Pokemon to play with.
That is like blue sky thinking, though. That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that would be...
Maybe we'll see what the future holds.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I don't know how long Bank is sticking around.
Yeah.
Did you want to take a quick break and then we'll be back with quiz time?
Yeah, I have some quiz time.
Okay. Welcome back from our break. Pokemon Master Jaylee, Sylveon Trainer Jaylee, Evolution Gym Leader Jaylee, the trainer formerly known as Ninja Master Jaylee, Happini Hater Jaylee, Unknown Hunter Jaylee,
so good.
And of course, Rocket Executive Jaylee.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Welcome back, Pokemac.
Welcome back, Pokefans and Pokemaniacs.
I'm going to start giving you more nicknames. I'm sorry. I'm not as good as you are in the nickname front, but I do have some really, really easy Poke quiz. You have your hand up.
No, that's my curly hair. Because I am Frog King Mackenzie.
Oh, you're Frog King Mackenzie and Pokemac. I have some easy Poke quiz. I'm going to name a gym leader. You tell me the type and the region.
Okay.
Really easy. It's going to be lightning fast. Are you ready?
We'll try.
Roxanne.
Is Rock and Generation 3 Hoenn.
Byron.
Byron is Steel and Generation 4 Sinnoh.
Norman.
Norman is Normal, Generation 3 Hoenn.
Drayden.
Drayden is Dragon, not a gym leader. Oh, wait, Drayden? Drayden is Generation 5 Dragon and Opelouscent City?
What's just the region?
Oh, sorry.
I don't care about the cities.
Unova.
Morty.
Morty is Ghost, and he is Generation 2 Johto.
Flannery.
Flannery is Fire, Generation 3 Hoenn.
Jesus, you are blowing my mind right now. Maylene.
Maylene is Fighting, Generation 3 Hoenn. No, Generation 4 Sinnoh.
Good catch. Lenora.
Lenora is Normal, Generation 5 Unova.
Grant.
Grant is Rock, Generation 6 Kalos.
Pierce.
Pierce?
Piers.
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 Piers is Dark, Generation 8 Galar.
Tulip.
Don't know. Who's Tulip?
Didn't think so. Psychic and Paldea.
Oh, Generation 9. Okay. Yeah. I don't know that one.
Holy crap, you're so good. I also put together 3 short Pokedex entries for you to guess.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
that's all I
nice.
wrote down.
Nice.
That took me so long to research. I have 3 short Pokedex entries. I cut Pokedex entries into 3 or 4 words,
Okay.
and you have to guess. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Number 1, lazily by the sea. That's all you're getting. He had 3 guesses. Think about it.
Slowpoke. Slowbro.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give that to you. Okay, ready? Number 2.
Yeah.
Tip shines brightly.
Tip shines brightly.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Honedge?
What the heck is that?
It's a ghost type from
No.
Generation 6, no?
No.
Tip shines brightly.
Yeah, I took like 3 words from each Pokedex entry. Don't ask me what generations because I didn't write them down. I don't remember.
Do you have a type?
I can. That's so cheating though. Electric. 2 more guesses.
Tip shines
Brightly.
Pikachu.
Nope.
Tip shines brightly. Just straight electric. Dynamo?
Nope.
Okay.
Ampharos.
Oh, okay.
Last one, ready?
Yeah.
Moving forests.
You said 3 words.
I know, this one was only 2, I lied.
Moving forests, Sudowoodo.
No, but good guess. I like that.
Dang. Moving forests. Abomasnow?
Nope, one more guess.
Oh, jeez. Septile. I'm not
No,
sure.
Torterra.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, this is hard and tricky. I
That was
like
hard.
this.
That's very hard.
Fun. That's all I have. Sorry.
No, that's good.
That was really, really fun. I want to do more short Pokedex entries. I liked that. That was funny. Not very good hints, though. But I had a lot of fun. Thank you for reminiscing with me on this episode.
Thank you for
great.
reminiscing with me.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us on this episode of our podcast. We're super excited to be finally down the route to Victory Road and at the Elite Four and trying our hardest to get through this Nuzlocke. I don't see it ending very well for me.
Me neither.
No.
We might not make it to Kanto. We'll see.
We'll see. But don't miss out on our Pokemon journey. Follow us for the latest updates on Instagram.com/Route to Victory Road podcast. And if you want to be one of the first to hear our new episodes and have access to behind the scenes content, subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/Route to Victory Road. We would love to connect with you.
Our Poke Quote this week comes from a trainer on Route 15 from Pokemon Yellow.
Whoa.
He says, "You only live once."
That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Did he come out of like 2017? YOLO.
That game's from 2001, 2000.
I love that. Pokemon did it first.
Thank you, everyone, for being our friends this week. We will see you next time on the true Route to Victory
On
Road.
the real route.
Yeah, because I did say that last week, but this time,
For real. We won't lie to you.
We'll be on the route to victory road. Sorry to keep you waiting. Want to be a winner as you? Welcome to the Route to Victory Road, a podcast that chronicles our journeys through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise. I'm your host, Pokemon Professor Mackenzie, and I'm joined today, as always, by my wonderful partner and co-host, cool trainer Jaylee, and a whining dog.
And a whining dog. Yep.
Yeah. Go to bed. You were so fine. Go downstairs. Oh my gosh, she's sticking her face in the door. If you're coming in here, you gotta be quiet.